Guys, today I'm going to tell you about the oldest crypto asset in the asset tokenization space with partners like Samsung, Google, and the World Economic Forum, a token that has the potential to grow hundreds of times and take a significant share of the $10 trillion tokenized asset market. As you may have guessed, we are talking about HEDERA and the HBAR token. What is HEDERA's potential for this year? Why is the US working with HEDERA? And when to buy and sell? Let's find out.
3, 2, 1, fire!
Many people simply do not understand the potential of this asset, and this is a big mistake that can cost you a lot of profit. I have been making videos about this project. The last one was released in the late fall, and since then, HBAR has surged more than 100% twice. And even now, when all cryptocurrencies got a good slap in the face, and BTC has rolled back below $40,000, I can still record HBAR with 50% profit. Personally, I have a pretty interesting trading history with this token. When I made my last video about the token, I immediately bought HBAR for $10,000, which paid off pretty quickly, and I made 2x. And I don't plan to stop there, because right now, HEDERA is showing excellent performance for a new entry into the asset. But don't rush to invest in HBAR. First, watch this video and understand why I was bullish on this project. Then do your own research and only then invest. Well, let me remind you what this project is and why you should take a look at it. HEDERA is a decentralized public network where developers can build secure, fair applications with near real-time consensus. Personally, I'm tempted by the unrealistic list of HEDERA partners: LG, Samsung, Google, and other major banks and corporations. Of course, such a track record inspires confidence, and besides, HEDERA is actually one of the oldest and most successful products in the tokenization space. Taking into account the general trend of cryptocurrency adoption, such projects will begin to occupy key positions because they will become the very link between the Web 2 giants of the world and cryptocurrency. And unlike other similar projects, these are not just big words. These are real facts. In addition, the blockchain itself demonstrates very cool speed indicators, and this result can be considered quite good when compared to other top blockchains. And that's not the most interesting part. Recently, HEDERA has once again established itself as the most competent company that not only knows what it's doing, but does it at the highest level. Recently, representatives of the White House asked HEDERA for help. The government officials needed advice on open source software. This is a very interesting case. After all, cooperation with the US government is a very good boost for any project, especially in the wake of the general acceptance of cryptocurrency. And while Gary Gensler is hating and canceling cryptocurrencies, HEDERA is getting support from authorities. So who knows, maybe such partnerships can protect HEDERA from further attacks from the SEC. By the way, the green issue of cryptocurrencies is quite active now, the energy that miners need to produce for the stable production of some crypto assets. HEDERA understands this and offers one of the most environmentally friendly blockchains, so this will only organically propel them into the ranks of progressive companies. But there is no such positive news. Going back to the general acceptance thoughts, there is no doubt about the launch of CBDC. There are many different opinions and points of view on this, but I personally believe that this is a rather negative factor for the future of the cryptocurrency market. And given HEDERA's past cooperation with the government, it is possible that HEDERA will become the CBDC leader for the United States. And this, in my opinion, may negatively affect the development of the project and the growth of the token price. But these are all just my assumptions, and we cannot know exactly how it will be and if it will happen at all. Moreover, potential presidential candidate Donald Trump is actively promoting narratives against such technology.
I will fully uphold the Second Amendment. I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency where they can rob your money. We will protect innocent life, and we will restore free speech, which we don't have now.
Of course, these are just words for now, and we cannot know if he is flirting with the crypto audience, but we have what we have. And now I propose to move on to a very interesting event. Recently, one of the largest economic conferences, the WEF, was held. Roughly speaking, it is a huge platform for businesses and its development. The forum brings together leading political, business, cultural, and other leaders of society to shape the global, regional, and sectoral agenda. Every year, this forum brings together thousands of major companies, investors, influential and wealthy people. And this time, the issue of cryptocurrencies and their development was quite actively raised at the conference. HEDERA was one of the most prominent representatives of the crypto market, and the WEF promoted this project well, creating a separate page for it on its website. It should be understood that this conference was attended by Hedera's target audience, big investors, giant companies, and heads of state. And this gives me hope and the idea that in the near future we will be able to see even more interesting collaborations that can give a good boost to the HBAR price. So let's move on to my price prediction. Before we get to my prediction, subscribe to the channel and like this video so you never miss the latest analysis and predictions on coins that can potentially increase your wealth. Hedera is a pretty exciting project that has its own large ecosystem. You can find many different startups and protocols here, from small to huge. And lately, this ecosystem has been getting bigger and bigger. I also saw an interesting trend in terms of TVL. We can see a good upward trend. The size of these positions is increasing, and that is very encouraging. I'm pretty sure that 2024 will bring a lot of changes to this blockchain. Just look at the performance of various Hedera-based protocols. In the last month, 3 out of 4 protocols have grown, and this is just the beginning. In fact, I would like to compare HBAR to XRP because both tokens are native products of quite large companies that want to connect the traditional world with crypto. Ripple and their XRP are quite big players in the market and already account for a large part of international transfers. They also have a huge number of partnerships with different financial institutions. So this makes it possible to evaluate Hedera on the example of Ripple, while it seems to me that HBAR has more potential. My point of view is very simple because there are the following factors. Number 1, Hedera's cooperation with the US authorities. Number 2, Hedera occupies the market of tokenization, transferring large Web 2 companies to the Web 3 space, and is also developing in the field of international bank transfers, whereas Ripple is only specialized in international transfers. Number 3, Ripple has problems with the SEC. Number 4, either way, the hype around this project is starting to die down and is unlikely to return to its former performance. Ripple is winning the race right now, but for how long? It seems to me that over time, Hedera will be able to displace this giant because Hedera is a more multitasking project. So I suggest we move on to the chart and my forecast. We can see clear support and resistance points at 7 cents and 10 cents. Recently, we even broke through 10 cents, but now we've pulled back a little bit below 7 cents. This is directly related to Bitcoin's being below $40,000. Personally, I see this as a discount, so I think the current entry point is a pretty good deal. After all, I set quite high targets for HBAR. If we look at the medium term, it is 10 to 15 times. If we look at the long-term investments, my goal would be to reach the old all-time high market cap of XRP. But I'm by no means advocating buying HBAR. Be sure to do your own research. After all, something can always go wrong, as this story with ETFs and market manipulation has now shown. And that's all. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the growth of coins and new trends. Thanks for watching. Your Coin Post.